Hey, what's good, fam? So, I wanted to warn people so they don't have the wrong expectations for this series. Please remember, I'm doing the best I can with the knowledge and resources I have. So, with that said, the bull is a strong theme throughout Hebrew history and the first character of the Paleo-Hebrew alphabet. The bull represents strength, a provider and sustainer, as is our Elohim. But we also ended up creating idols of bulls, so it then represents an early theme of truth and counterfeit, which is an important concept to understand. Because of this, it was important to me that bulls will be shown and put on people's minds through this season of CHS. So I'm gonna go over some other focuses I had through the series. You will see dark complexioned people loving one another, dark complexioned people living their lives without knowledge of the constructed deception of race. Simply put, race almost never comes up within the scripts, but lineage does regularly. So the scripts reveal to us the Hebrew mindset understands peoples according to their bloodline, which is why bloodlines come up so often in Hebrew writings. You will see images of the black man loving the black woman and vice versa. This was important to me that I show images that represent this, and most important, this is what I see in scripture. These concepts and depictions in the series are also to help undo a lot of harm done to the Hebrew communities in the diaspora and still on the continent. Yah willing, some of our people will see these videos and begin to be able to detox from the hateful programming of division created to destroy us. I'm sure the land of the Hebrews will be a controversial talking point, as it has been among the Israelite community for a while now. I have a whole series on this topic for those interested. Ultimately, I am convinced, according to scripture, that the land of the Hebrews is in East Africa, and a large portion of it being among what is considered the Ethiopian highlands. I added Jubilees 10 into the CHS to help people understand some of how I came to this conclusion. Ultimately, though, for too many reasons to name off right now, geography is deliberately difficult to understand in modern times. Yah willing, he will continue to reveal more and more to his people on this topic. It was important to me to show images of hybrid or humanoid organic creatures, giants or Nephilim, demons and angels interacting with humans. All these things come up in scripture. They all are real, and I felt it was necessary to show depictions of these. That said, some images may be strong for the younger audience, so please vet each video individually before watching with children. But for the most part, I tried to keep the videos at a level where kids wouldn't be excluded from the series. Geocentric or flat earth concepts have already come up in my kids' Hebrew series for those that don't know. This will continue into CHS. This is what I see when studying the scripts. The architecture of the earth realm that the Most High created follows an organic, three-dimensional geocentric model involving electromagnetism parallels interacting with the hidden spiritual realms. Some terms I use are in Hebrew. The longer I walk in this awakening of truth, the more Hebrew I continue to learn. I really just think that this is the Ruach leading us away from our oppressor's language, as it seems to be part of the Israelite awakening at this point. But I definitely feel compelled and intrigued to learn Paleo Hebrew as I continue to learn what the set apart path means. If you are confused by some of the terms, talk with a brew or post the question openly on the video, and one of us, I'm sure, will get back to you about it. For those with other questions, again, feel free to respectfully address your questions publicly in the comments, or you can hit me up via email. I'm purposely going to try to give some time before I begin interacting too much with comments and discussions. I absolutely want people to discuss amongst each other, and one of the purposes of this series and my platform is to get people talking, thinking, meditating on these things. Lastly, for those with a Christian perspective, and especially an evangelical Christian perspective, nearly everything about my series may be appalling, offensive, confusing, contrary to what you've been taught, etc. I knew my series will be controversial to many people for many different reasons. And as I began creating it, it became even more obvious it was leaning into this direction. Ultimately, I can't control people's interpretations of Scripture or of me, and I don't attempt to try to do so. Think what you want, as the scripts say. Wisdom is shown to be right by what results from it. Shalom to my people, and shalom to the true servants of Yah throughout all the realms.